Hey YouTube, it is me again. So this is my third video of the night, so if I look a little tired, well, from working, I'm a little tired. So hopefully, I don't know what to call it, if it's a story time or tell you something, but I don't know what I'm going to title it, but when it comes to the time for me to upload the video, I will figure out what I'm going to title it. But yeah, so a lot of things been happening in my life. Well, first things first, of course, my kids. Right now they are homeschooled. What I made a decision on why I'm homeschooling is because my hubby, he works until 9 o'clock at night, and then I work overnight, like I work late, and then like I get home now, and then my mom stays home with the kids all day. She does the homeschooling with them. She takes care of them while we work. When I found, let me tell you from the back story. So when I found out, oh my God, I have a big gray hair. So when my kids, well, like I said in the other video, my kids are twins. They are fraternal twins, one boy, one girl. So when I found out I was having twins, my mom quit her job to be with my kids while I work. But I didn't really want her to stay here because I feel like it's my responsibility as a parent to take care of kids. So she refused. She really wanted to stay home with the kids, which I really, really, really adore her for that. So what we did was that we made the basement into like a mini apartment with the door locked to the basement. She has her own little kitchenette, like what's right here. My hubby built. No, he put them together. There's a little stove right there. She has dry bread, like she's making something. I don't know what she's making. She's got a refrigerator back here. This is why I like to sit here and do my videos, because if I go up there, my kids will hear me, and it will be all disaster. So, she has the door to the what you call it? Sorry. People are playing out there. What you call it? Yard. And then we have like a little mini dining table here, and then my mom's bedroom is right there, and then the rest is all the way down there. We have a good sized house. So so she wanted to stay with me when I have my kids. So I had my kids. Thank God they were not premature. They were good. They were small, but they were full-term babies. So I had a C-section, of course. I was home and my mom took care of me. So I'm able to work. So I've been working for a very long time. So I've been doing like this overnight shift for about 7 years. So I've been wanting to, oh, this is a cute hairstyle. I've been wanting to work on a day shift for like a while now, because I feel like I could be a mom better if I'm home more. So what I was thinking, so it came like I'm really a girl that's like in church and like believe in faith in God. Like I'm a strong believer of that. So I was praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. You know, my hubby was praying and praying and praying. So come to find out, 2 of my co-workers on daytime is leaving, so on day shifts. So I took that opportunity to be able to work on days. So I'm happy. I'm gonna be starting day shift on next week. Will be officially next Monday, not this coming Monday, but next Monday will be my official day shift start. What it is that, and then also it's perfect timing is because my kids, since they were homeschooled because of my hubby and my job schedule is they were not able to go to school. Now that I'm going to be working in days and I'll be able to pick them up from school, I'm more happy now, like they're going to school. So in a few weeks, what is it, next week? Oh yeah, it is next week. So 23rd, they're having their first official school doctor's appointment, which I'm like, my babies are getting big. I remember when they were like this itty bitty, and I was breastfeeding them both, and they were both colic. Oh, the lipstick is still on my face. I was trying to wipe it off with a baby wipe. Like I couldn't go back upstairs to get a makeup wipe. So it looked like I got like a sucked face for like a while because the lipstick was pretty pink. So anyway, so I was like, oh, my babies are going, they're so big. And I can't believe it that they're 5 years old. So I'm getting them excited to go to school. Like that same day that we're gonna go to the doctor's appointment, we're gonna go to Target and buy like a whole bunch of school supplies that we need, like a new backpack and lunchbox, stuff to get them more excited. I mean, I'm excited for them because homeschooling is a good idea for people, but I mean, I liked homeschool, but I feel like they got antisocial. Like, yes, I have a lot of kids in my community, but for me, them to have fun with their kids is like either me and my hubby has to be home. I mean, my mom is good too, but she doesn't drive or anything, and we don't live in the city, we live outside the city, so she doesn't drive. So what we're going to do is that since I'm going to be working on days, so this is the plan. My grandmother lives in the city, so what we're going to do is that every day I'm gonna my hubby is gonna drop the kids off at school, and then me and my mom is gonna drive to the city where I can work. I'm gonna drop my mom off at my grandma's house, her mother, take care of her mother all day while I'm working, and then when I'm finished work, I can go pick up my kids from school, pick up my mom, and we can go home. I mean, that is my dream. Like, I really wanted to make sure that I'm home with my kids. I mean, like, every day when I come home, sometimes they stay up, like we wake up, like they're asleep, but then they wake up because they're used to me coming home at a certain time just to give me a hug, because I don't see them. Like, I am always at work. So now that I'm going to be in days, like, it's going to be a good time because I can cook them dinner, I can be doing homework with them, I can be a mom. Like, I really want to be a mom. Like, my kids are my top priority. And then so then you know, so I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, my kids, I'm getting a day position, which I'm gonna start next week, so you might see videos in the daytime, not at night or early morning. You're gonna see pictures and videos like that. So yeah, I can spend time with my kids. I can do more like wedding stuff for now. I cannot believe I have less than a year left until I get married. This time next year I'll be on my honeymoon. Big chicken wow. So my mom was like, you better make another baby in honeymoon. I was like, okay, no problem. Too much pressure. But yeah, I was like, okay, you know, it's good for me. It's a good move. It's a good change. And then my hubby's getting a promotion, so he's gonna become a manager. So it's all good. But it's just so funny how everything comes at the same time. It's not funny, it's a blessing that everything comes at the same time. Like, I'm getting a day shift, my kids are going to school, my hubby, it's going to be a busy year. Okay, I'm going to day shift, so I have to get used to all that daytime, like waking up early in the morning, like at 6 o'clock in the morning to get to work. I'm going to be in day shift, my hubby's getting promoted to manager, my kids are going to school, wedding planning, life. It's gonna be a lot. Yeah. So then also I don't know what my mom wants to do, but I mean, like, my mom says that she does want to help my mom out, my grandma out now, because my grandma is 96 years old. She had 12 kids, so she's very independent woman. My grandma, like, you step in her kitchen, she will throw a shoe at you. So I was just like saying, like, if I was able to, but she said she don't mind that, like, if I drive to my grandma's house every day, drop my mom off so she could spend time with her mother, and by the time I come back from work, after I pick up my kids from school, I'll pick up my mom and my grandma. No, my grandma stays in her apartment, but, you know, pick up my mom and we go home. But at least my mom has something to do, because I was really worried about something that she would like to do. Like, I was saying, like, if you want to move back to the city, you can, but she was like, you know, she just doesn't want to be alone. I'm an only child. Yeah, so it's only me. Backstory about that. My dad died in a car crash when she was giving birth to me, so I never met my dad. Cause she was in labor. She was at home and she was in labor, and my dad was at work, and he was driving his motorcycle. Actually, it's pretty cool. Like, he was a motorcycle person, so he drove his motorcycle and a truck hit his motorcycle and killed him instantly. And as my mom was giving birth to me, he died. But you know, so I was an only child, and my mom is a strong believer that you never remarry. Once you find your true love, you don't remarry at all, which is cute. I mean, I hope I found. My grandmother did the same thing too. My grandmother had 12 kids. Like, she was telling me stories, like she used to give birth in the kitchen, and the same day that she gave birth in the kitchen, she would have people over having a dinner. Like, she would cook. I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. So she had 12 kids, which is ridiculous. So I ain't gonna top that number. No. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I'm excited for thing start in the day position, and I'm really excited for the kids to start public school. It was pretty cool, and the school that I'm taking them is near my grandma's house, which is perfect. And like, the only school that applied to me was in near my grandma's house, which is beautiful, because here in New York City, I don't know why, but it's hard to get into kindergarten. Like, they're too old to become pre-K, which is weird, because pre-K when I was young was 4 or 5. Like, you're 4 years old, 5. But my kids are 5. They just literally turned 5 in April. So, I don't know. Like, the fallback year is really weird. So, when they go to school, they're going to be kindergarten. But it was really hard because I need 2 slots. And also, a reason why it's really hard for me to find a school for them is that, here's a little backstory about my son. My son has somewhat of separation anxiety with me. That's another reason why I stayed home, like, kept them home too, because he, like, ever since he was a baby, like, he would cry, like, but I kind of think it was my fault, because he was the most colic of the 2 babies, so I always had him right next to me on my bed when they were tiny. So he has very bad separation anxiety. So what copes him really well when I'm gone is his sister, which is cute. So when I'm there, he's obviously to the hip to me, but they fight, the brothers, them too. But when I'm not there, his sister keeps him calm and distracted. So, you know, the school, I visited the school, I like the school. It's a nice size. The classroom is 20 kids, which is okay, but both of my kids will be in the same class. That's all that matters. And a good thing about it is that since they're going to school in the city, if the school does call me and say that he's having a hard time, I can go quickly over there and talk to him and comfort him and whatnot. And so I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, they're going to school. I cannot believe it. Like, I was literally crying when they told me, yeah, we'll accept them, so as long as they are in the same class. So it's pretty cool. I cannot wait for first day of school. And they're gonna go get their shots. Oh, they can't hear me. They're gonna get their school stuff ready for their doctors, and then right after that, we're gonna go get ice cream, and we're gonna go to Target. We're gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff: clothes, sneakers, shoes, dresses, skirts, pants, lunchbox, book bag, pencils, other things. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. So I will definitely talk to you guys soon. I gotta go to bed. I need to go take a shower and go to bed.